So have you had communication with different beings
Yes.
as
As you
okay.
mean like aliens?
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess I don't know what term to use for it, but yes, I guess that's the way we would categorize it. Some people say they're other star people or, from other planets and
Um,
galaxies. That would be alien, I guess.
I affectionately refer to them as sky friends.
Oh, that's a great term. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't trust aliens for anything. Nothing.
What's
No,
the
I don't.
difference? Hold on.
But I will say that I have one particular group that I've come to trust, and those are the Pleiadians. Um, and they've been extremely helpful with many of our astral adventures, and even with, kind of just understanding, I guess, how it all works.
Mm-hmm.
And I've gotten really good validation for some of the things that they've said, and
Mm-hmm.
um the information that we've gotten and stuff. Like, so I can't deny it. It's to that point where it's like I can't say that it's not true.
Right. Right.
But it works on a telepathic basis. As far as my understanding goes, is like they can astral just like we can astral, but their astral is better. So
Gotcha. Yeah.
so they have this like ability to tap in. They're basically human, but not, I mean, only in their evolution, I suppose. They're humanoid. Pleiadians look normal, like normal
Normal.
to me. Anyways. Basically like a normal person. I
Okay.
mean, if they didn't, I don't communicate with grays. I will say that. I mean, I have communicated with them.
Well, so what is a gray for someone like myself who does not do this type of?
Grays are the stereotypical gray aliens with the big eyes that
Okay.
I think most people think about when we say aliens. That's
Okay.
probably number one that pops into your
And
head.
why do you not communicate with those?
Because I don't know who to trust in that group. I've heard that some of them are okay. I've heard that some of them are really bad. I never get any really good feelings about them, so I just stay away from them.
Okay.
I have had communication with them as far as telepathy goes, and like, they've kind of answered some of my questions, but there's no trust.
I gotcha. Well, and I've only had, and we're not getting into that, and I don't want to, shy people away from it, but I do know that some people have communications and connections with other dimensional beings, and it can become frightening and become scary because it happens at a telepathic level. It tends to get lumped into the mediumship category. I don't really, again, know whether it matters that we label it. It's really up to you how you define that. I had one experience where I was getting this information. It felt a little different, felt just a little different from connecting like with loved ones or guides or teachers. And I said, who is this? And I did get a response that they were a collective beings from another planet. And of course, that's just beyond my capacity at this point to kind of embrace. It's funny. I do all kinds of stuff, but that one just kind of pushed my buttons. And I haven't had that experience since. It was positive. It was not negative in any way. The connection was very loving. It was very uplifting. It was designed to help humanity. So it wasn't that the experience itself bothered me. I think it's my response to it that
Yeah,
was
I can
difficult
understand
for
that.
me to embrace that. So
Mhm.
I just prefer not to deal with it across the board. I think it brings up too much skepticism and questioning for me that I don't want to have to deal with. And I think that's the great thing is we need to realize we get the choice on who we want to connect with, right?
True. Yeah, definitely. I've made it very clear that I don't trust any of them. So,
Right. And we got done
um,
doing our show on earthbound spirits and discerning that and even evil and discerning that as well. So we do have that choice in mediumship. So.
yeah, so I keep my interactions with them very limited. But I do have one kind of like go-to, pen pal that is
Someone that you've gained a relationship of trust.
right, that I at least trust and know will have my back for even particular cases where we are dealing with something that's extraterrestrial that we don't
Right.
know anything about.
And
they
that's
help.
the standard for any psychic connection with a consciousness that is not in front of you, right? You have to have that discernment across the board.